Participation is one of those things that is good in theory, but it always takes a bit of tweaking to really get it down perfect. Like, I don't even think you're able to have that amount of perfection on Earth. I think you gotta wait until you're in heaven. Anyway, I'm not talking about any regular type of participation, mind you. I'm talking about participation at Mass. See, Vatican II, for some strange reason, wanted to beef up participation. I guess it was quite the problem for them having hundreds of people at Mass, but only 5 in the sanctuary, so they hatched a plan. It probably sounded something like this. There's not enough room in our churches. People are starting to break the stereotype that Catholics sit as far away from the front as possible because there's nowhere else to sit.
I've got it. We'll convene the first council in church history that was not designed to fight evil heresies, and we will have it teach evil heresies.
Brilliant!
Warning, that depiction of events may be entirely untrue.
So in a post-Vatican II world, you can definitely see that the herd has been effectively thinned, but I gotta hand it to them. Participation is up. You can go to a Novus Ordo Mass anywhere and find lay Catholics dishing out the body of Christ like he's candy. Full choirs sing for practically empty churches, causing me to wonder if it was even worth it. I mean, I'm not going to say that it definitely was not worth it, because that's a bit above my pay grade. Instead, I'll just say this. Participation ruins everything. What happened to the days where a man could go to Mass and just sit there and recognize the beauty and not have to do anything with it? So, for those of you who need it, here are the 5 steps to get the congregation to participate at Mass while not having the congregation dwindle rapidly. Step 1. Have Mass. Yeah. That's it, I think. Now, some may say that I'm just some young fanatic who didn't know all of those mean old nuns back in the day, and if I had, I wouldn't hold the beliefs I hold, except for the fact that I have the ability within my brain to seek out new and varying informations that influence my beliefs and knowledge base. I've known several people in my life who were students of these pre-Vatican II nun-run schools, and not a one of them could name a single nun who mistreated them. It's almost as if people are making things up to justify their own deeply held beliefs. Now, you could say that these people are just in denial, but if the nuns did anything that bad to them, I feel like the nuns would have been murdered by an unhappy parent. I'm sorry, that was quite the tangent. What was I talking about? Ah yes, participation. I seem to have lost focus and wandered away from the topic at hand. It's sort of similar to how some people get so caught up in the idea of congregation participation that they lose sight of the fact that our first mission is to get to heaven, and participation is not even our second mission. It's probably more like our 1962nd mission. But who's counting?